But
Yeah.
what were the big differences between? All right, we can start with the United States. I mean,
Mm,
you obviously you were in a very difficult school in the
mm,
Bronx,
yeah.
but then moving from the Bronx to an international school setting in Malaysia, and then to an international school setting in China,
Hmm.
right? So, what are the big differences between working with those three different cultures?
Um, yeah, they're all kind of distinct and unique. Mount Kira was, when I was there, was a very high-end school. Ministers and stuff, kids went there and Bentleys were dropping kids off. And, that's very different than the Bronx, which,
Right.
so that's the first thing. So it was sort of a very elite school at the time. I don't know if it's still as elite, but that's what it was when I was there. Shanghai, fascinating school. It's a monster. It's a beast. It's 3,000 students, two campuses, one in Pudong, one in Puxi. They're heavy hitters, big players. There's a lot of money moving through that school. So, and they're not for profit. So that was they had like their gym and their weight room. You thought it was Dallas Cowboys. It's just like they had the floor things that move. You ever seen those? So when you're lifting weights, there's a floor that you can get that just vibrates ever so much. So you're constantly working on your balance, your core balance.
I've never heard of
They
that.
had workout machines I've never heard of before. Yeah. So that was and the interesting thing about that school was most of the students had US passports, they were US citizens, but they were kids of Chinese nationals who had the kids when they worked in Silicon Valley. So the kids are American. So when they moved back to Shanghai, dad or mom's job, it was like, you're going to the Shanghai American School, and then when you graduate, you're going to the States. That's kind of what it was like there. Yeah, the difference with looking at international schools as compared to, say, the U.S. Public schools, especially in the Bronx, the working in a school like the Bronx, it's more about safeguarding than anything else. So when you transition into an international teaching job, I can give the perfect example. At the place that I'm at now, there was a new teacher came on. She had been teaching in London